So next on the agenda, we have Megan Carroll to present on the APS task group to give us an update. And also, you should have received the rule packet 3, that's what we're calling it, for your review. And so we thought we'd walk through that and see if this group was willing to vote. It was voted on at the task group meeting last month. So it's ready to come to this group for review. So, Carol, away.
Start. Can't drive very well without a mouse. I got there eventually. So with the task group, we did get through Rule Packet 3. Rule Packet 3 actually focuses on the employer check parts of the statute. And so there's minor changes to the definitions. We've added the definition of direct care, employer, and employee. And then there is a change to the confidentiality rules that's really just adding another exception, which is the sharing of that information with the employer from the CAPS check. So that is in there. And then the biggest piece for you, and these are this is the rule that goes in for sharing the CAPS check information with the employers. This rule, you can't see it's highlighted in gray, but 10 is in Rule Packet 2. And is actually highlighted in gray if you were to look at this document on your actual computer. The big piece, though, is the CAPS check requirement for you, and how the counties will do that. And so that is here, which essentially is giving you two options. One is to have your supervisor do the search in CAPS, and then when they do the CAPS access request, they'll just check a box that says, I did the CAPS check on this person. And then the second method is to go through the CAPS check unit and pay the fee and do your CAPS check that way. That was so that those counties that wanted to just be able to have the supervisor do it like it's done in child welfare could do that, and then counties that would prefer to have that process being handled by their HR staff would have that option as well. Are there any thoughts about that?
Do you know what the cost is?
We have not set the cost yet. The cap that we're proposing in the rules right now is $35, so that would be the max. That would give us flexibility to adjust that fee if we needed to, if there was some like really weird anomaly. In the fiscal note for this bill is all of our assumptions that take into account projected number of people that will appeal and the projected number of those that will actually go through the administrative law judge rather than using and settling with the Camders unit. And so with that fiscal note projection, the anticipated cost was $16.50. But we won't know until this all happens. If things double and we have twice as many people that go through the ALJ and the courts, that will significantly increase those legal fees. And so That's why we wanted to have the cap to be high enough that we wouldn't have to go back to state board and risk not being able to adequately fund the program. There is another statute that the state is obligated to meet, and that, I don't know the citation offhand. Do you know it offhand, Eric?
I'm gonna say 2475.
There you go. So,
That was pretty impressive.
that's pretty close. But that statute actually says that in a cash fund, you cannot charge a fee and carry over more than 16.5% of the expenditures that you had in the prior year. And so that statute keeps us from just going ahead and charging that $35 cap and then carrying over hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars from year to year and just charging exorbitant fees. So that is that check and balance that would make sure that we kept the fees where they are. And since this is a brand new program, and we based our estimates off of kind of what's occurring in child welfare with their background check, it could be very different for us as we look at that. And currently, the cost for the caps for the trails check is $28. So the $35 cap is not an exorbitant cap either. If you look at what child welfare is having to charge right now for that check of the trails system.